Hey, what's up, everybody? It is time for another edition of Friday's Fiery Five, and I am still in my coat because I told you this was going to be unedited, unscripted, unplanned for mostly. So I'm cold, which is why I'm still wearing my jacket. I have a hat on because I haven't taken a shower today because I just been busy running around doing things. But I want to talk about before the day is done and get this out to everybody this idea of saying no. I got to speak this week at two different events, two different keynote events. One was to a group of HR leaders up in Northern Indiana. One was to a group of frontline nursing staff down in Louisville, Kentucky, from two different hospitals. Fantastic times speaking with both of them. I'm continuing to collect what if abouts. They continue to break my heart. I will be sharing some more of those in the coming weeks, but cannot tell you how many of those have the word enough, not good enough, not young enough, not experienced enough, not pretty enough, not smart enough, all the enoughs. And that goes into this idea of saying no. One of the things that I encourage my coaching clients, my executive coaching clients to do, and leader clients to do is to make what I call a stop doing list. And on that list goes things that you should no longer be doing in your position. Here's the rub. We keep doing the things that we love to do and that we're good at because we love to do them and we're good at them, but we may be using our time unwisely, and it might be better for us to give those things away, to open up our clenched fists and let go. Insert the let it go from Frozen if you'd like. You're welcome. Um, and the other thing that I say to people when I'm doing these keynotes is that so often so many of us suffer from the curse of yes. So here's how that looks. Your boss comes in, you've got a full plate. You don't even have room for everything on your plate that's on your plate. And your boss says, "Can you do this?" And before they've even finished the question, you say yes. So it goes like this. "Hey, can you do this?" Yes. And internally, shit, why did I say yes? And I do that very often in keynotes, that exact exchange gets laughs every time. Why does it get laughs? Because there are people in the audience who are doing that. And so at one of the keynotes, somebody said, "Well, what if I can't say no?" Or I tried that once and I said, "How did it go?" And they said, "I don't work there anymore." And my response to that was, "Well, that's probably good because that was not a place for you that you should have been in the first place." Listen, I understand that we want to be dependable. I understand that we want to help. I understand that other people that we work with need help. But if you are the person that always says yes and you come through, then you also suffer from something I call the curse of dependability. You are the one who's going to do it. And as long as you continue to say yes, guess who's going to get the first knock on the you are every time. So some people are like, well, I could never say no. I could never say no. Brene Brown's made a lot of money with this phrase. The story I'm telling myself in my head is because we make up these stories that if I say no, they won't ask me again. If I say no, I might get fired. Listen, I don't know very many people. I mean, unless it's a super toxic culture where you get fired from saying no one time if you're doing everything else that you should be doing. Here's a tactic for saying maybe and pushing back a little bit. Somebody comes and says, "Hey, are you able to do this thing?" And you say, "Can I have 15 to 20 minutes to think about it?" So you're not saying no, but you're leaving some space. And if they want to get it done quickly, they're going to go find somebody else to do it. Now, you got to check your ego. Is that okay with you? Are you okay that it's going to somebody else? Because sometimes we're not okay with that. So check your ego. And then secondly, if you look at it for that 10 or 15 minutes and just realize I could if some other things were off my plate, then take that to your boss and say, "Hey, I've taken a look at all the priorities that are on my plate. And in order I could do this, can you help me figure out a way to get some of these other things off my plate?" They may or may not help you. But if you continually don't say no or push back because of this story that you're telling yourself in your head, you're never going to figure out what's on the other side. Listen, fire always wins. Be a fire starter, ignite hope, torch fear, and have a great Thanksgiving. Peace.